Pemcraft28 slash LF Truck Series.
I'm sort of practicing right now, so you're gonna have to hold on.
Oh, I just died.
What?
You're gonna have to hold on.
With what?
Everything.
What?
Are you high?
I can't remember that.
Pam,
web
earlier,
thingy, the link. I can't remember that.
Why you got some tood? Are you turning into Karen?
And didn't mute his mic.
Tood? What's a tood?
Whoa, Brett.
Yes, I'm a Karen.
I think KY. I think he likes men, but we're not going to talk about that. Does anybody want to practice with me?
No.
I would, but I'm already.
Sorry, Pim. Sorry, Pim. Pim.
Why are you saying my name a bunch? How about I just go and say KY the whole time? Yes, what? Everybody just calls me Pim.
Yeah,
well, I'm calling you Pim.
I don't know what your real name is.
That's gonna be a bad lot. I can't break the 112.
Well, I'm calling you Pim.
I broke the.
No, call me Peencraft.
Is a 111.4.
My fastest is a 10.6. But I know I can get faster. There's this one area that I know I can get a heck of a lot faster in.
When I practiced last Monday, I ran a 110 flat.
What last Monday?
Right now, I can only run a 110.7.
Monday.
I'd really like to know if people are actually running these laps, because with the glitch, I tested it out, and you can pretty much completely cut the bus stop. And I know I'm not even doing it to its full extent.
Yeah, but sometimes the game is biased.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, I'd love it if the game didn't allow for that crap. So that way we could actually tell. Because when people say they're running these 110s flat, they're not on the leaderboard. Because everybody that's on the leaderboard is just flat out cutting the bus stop.
Yeah.
Slow. I missed the frame.
Okay, that downshifting before the white line thing doesn't work.
I think Brett tried taking me out and then he screwed
Okay, I thought that would be but it wasn't. Oh crap!
How do you enter the corner? 2 wheels? They didn't. How do you enter turn 1? I don't get it. Yeah,
you go down to the second gear before you turn.
Here's the thing. One thing I hate about this game, but I mean you gotta abuse it at road courses to get it to be really fast. If you jam the shifter down and just keep shifting down gears before the transmission's ready, obviously you won't break the transmission because the game isn't that realistic. You can just you can gain a lot of time from that. Like you can gain a ton of time. You can gain a ton from going from 4th straight down to 2nd. It'll really slow the car down.
Straight race?
Yeah, once you get down towards about brake marker, I'd say 300 to 200.
I almost went spinning.
You slam on the. Well, yeah, you gotta really have good car control when you're doing it.
Well, you have a wheel, don't you?
Well, yes, but I thought you have a wheel.
Well, yeah, I do, but I haven't. It still doesn't work well with Heat 4.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time to get used to it on Heat 4. Speaking of which, so has anybody else heard the rumor there might be iRacing on PS5?
What?
No.
Well, I mean, PS5 is being built almost identical to a PC, so they can, one, get as good graphics and stuff to compete with gaming PCs, as well as to get some PC titles.
That's cool.
And iRacing, there's a rumor you can just basically buy it off the store. And
Well,
it might
be the same.
Well, it would be the same. There'd be cross-platform play for it.
Well, you have to use a wheel.
Well, you don't have to use a wheel for iRacing, even on PC.
I know, but I've heard using a controller, it sucks.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Well, yeah, it does suck trying to use a controller, but at least it'd be possible. Because I have iRacing. It's not like I don't have the money for it. I'd much rather pay $55 when iRacing goes on sale than buy the new Heat game and barely play it because it's trash.
How much is iRacing a year? Like on sale?
Well, it's supposed to be 110, but every holiday that exists on the calendar, it goes on a half-off sale. Sometimes an 80% off sale.
That was when I bought it. I got it for the half-off sale.
I got it for free with my wheel.
What?
You have it?
Yeah.
Alright, we can do one short practice.
It's awesome. Like compared to Heat 4, iRacing makes Heat 4 look like trash, which it already
Well, it is.
trash.
It is trash.
Yeah.
I ran a 110.9, I think.
Once
I ran
again,
a 110.
bring
ran a
back your
111.4.
Technics. Bring back your Technics.
Yeah.
That's all I asked for. I will pay $60 for NASCAR 15 on PlayStation 4.
Technics is never coming back.
I know, it's sad, but because Technics had the best console NASCAR physics. I'd much rather have an actually enjoyable game when you're on track than having 4 series that are basically useless because the game sucks balls.
No, you're just shooting your shot right now, buddy.
That's a phrase I don't think I've ever heard before.
Alright, we can do one more.
Seriously, I don't think I've ever heard that phrase before, KY.
Shooting your shot?
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
Have you never heard of
KY and Chemtrap have about to have some issues. They're gonna wreck each other.
I hope things don't get to that point.
Double P. Listen here, Double P. I will say the slang I want to say. Double
There's
P.
one.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying I have no idea what you're talking about.
Double P. Okay, Double P.
My name KY. I talk a lot of trash.
I just don't know. I'm fine with you using slang. I just have no idea what you're talking about.
How do you run a 111? I don't get it.
Shoot
I'm
your
so
shot. You never heard of
lost.
shoot your shot?
Never. Not in my life. Granted, I'm only 16, so No, I'm from North Carolina.
Then have you never heard of it?
Bob, but Bob too? Oh, you gotta...
Well, maybe it's because I'm a hermit and never leave my house unless I have to.
Be serious.
That's kind of how I am.
It's not that I don't like interacting with people, it's just I find the time it takes to actually like get on clothes that are not like slacks or whatever and leave the house to be worthless.
Oh, you see you're fat?
How are you?
But are you?
Holy card. Now you're in trouble.
Yeah, see, I've never heard of that one.
The holy card basically means you're infinite gay. It reflects all no use, reverses all cards.
So you're shooting your shot.
Can you English, please?
Okay, Double P.
Not American, English.
What?
It's the same thing.
No, it's
I know.
not. There's
Well-
American English and then there's British English.
Well, yeah, there's American English and British English, and then there's like
Australian English.
and then there's stick up their butt New Yorker English,
Yeah,
and then there's inbred English, and I think we all know which one KY is using here.
And then there's Brett English. Jesus Christ. And then there's Brett Not a Tree English.
Yeah, just mic sounds. Just
Whose
clicking on.
sibling is moaning in the background?
Well, I just talked about inbred English, so I think we all know the answer to this question.
Can you not?
No. I'm kidding, KY. I'm kidding. I mean, you practically won me the Homestead race. I can't say anything bad about you. What, you thought I was joking?
To this corner, or do you use third?
Which
Wait a
corner?
second. Is Racing Nate in the league now?
What? They let him in?
Oh wait, no, I don't think so actually.
Why did I just wreck? I hate the bus stop on exit. Like, I truly hate it with a passion. NASCAR 15, please!
I hate turn 1 and the bus stop.
My favorite corner on the track is the final corner. Because that means the lap is over.
My favorite corner on the track is turn 6.
He's always worried about things like that.
KY, please stop.
Hold up.
It's loud.
What's the such as long and end and will be my fault. Sorry, I'm muted. Well, it's not letting me stop it.
Why is there no option to practice by yourself without AIs? Where's the test session?
I know.
2 AIs just blew up in front of me and ruined my lap.
We're
That
former
pisses me off
mailmen.
so much when that happens. Oh, Brett died.
This
I got you. Hey, Brett.
This game is just truly trash. Once again, quality over quantity. They have a lot of features in this game, but a lot of them are just utter trash.
Oh my God. I like this new community manager for Heat 4. He's very he's very social. The new Heat 4 community manager, he's always talking on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, it gets annoying. At least he might ban I have 40 wins. That would be the only good thing.
I know, that would be amazing.
He does get annoying, like it's always something now.
Yeah, and I mean, the leagues he's talking about, mainly one, they're Xbox, and two, all the leagues he talks about are all custom setups. Like 80% of speed on the game for the people on the fastest time trials are either abusing glitches or having a good setup, sometimes both. It's not about actual driver skill. Like you can have much skill in this game anyway.
All they advertise the custom setup side.
I know, it's so annoying. How about drivers that are actually fast on their own? If they had the esports league off of just preset setups, I guarantee they could triple the amount of people that actually attempt to make this pro league or whatever. I can guarantee you.
I keep forgetting I don't need to downshift to second gear at turn 6. Oh, I still ran a 110.7.
How?
We got 6 minutes, boys. Repeat, 6 minutes.
I just can't get my car rotated through the center of the carousel.
I'm
It's
back in
pissing
now.
me off. I've lowered the wedge I'm on setup 9 and I've lowered the wedge down to 47 and I just still can't get this stupid thing to turn. Like it really just does not turn.
I ran a preset 8 for the race that we just finished. Yeah, there are stages.
In the final turn, do y'all go gear 3 or gear 2?
Gear 2.
Gear 2. Ekis ruined my lap.
Have y'all heard about
I
for
go
the
gear
Gen
3.
7 it's going to be 5 gears?
It's going to be
go
6 gears actually. They just didn't upshift all the way.
Oh, Jesus.
It's going to be 6.
Yep.
I did a gear, I go gear 3 at turn 6 though.
Is this Gen 7 going to be the worst one yet, or is it going to be one of the best?
I don't think it's going to be the worst one, but I definitely don't think it's going to be the best one.
I think it's going to be terrible.
I don't know. Hopefully I can get into the 110s in qualifying.
I hope it's not terrible, because that means we have to have at least like another 7 years with it.
Dude, I can't
Well, the
break
thing
a
is,
112.
NASCAR, they know what'll make it better. I mean, once again, Brian France was just plain old brain dead. But when you have 2014, which is the best year for Gen 6 racing, had some great action, and then you go to 2015, and that's the worst year probably so far for the Gen 6 car. Do you know the only thing that changed with the cars between those 2 years? Not the splitter, not the spoiler, not anything else, not the cut of the cars, nothing else changed. The only thing that changed was they dropped from 900 horsepower to 750. That's the only thing that changed, and that made the racing piss poor.
Which, for some tracks, it actually worked out.
Where?
For some tracks
Where?
it did.
I miss the
Talladega
900
Daytona.
horsepower days.
Hang on. Talladega Daytona, the package is amazing.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about 2015 alone. Obviously, this year's package was great, but once again, they weren't using 750, they were using 550. And do you know what they did? They increased the horsepower than what they normally use, and it made the racing better. So what does that show? Increasing horsepower, better racing.
But it'll never happen because it's all about manufacturers.
I know. I screw the manufacturers wanting their cars to look different. As cool as it is to get to see all the different makes of the cars on the track, the only way to have people stop complaining, and I mean they're rightfully complaining, but still, the only way to get people to stop complaining about manufacturers having an advantage is go back to the Gen 4, Gen 5 style of a single stock body that NASCAR provides. That would cut costs for teams, make the lower teams be able to compete better because they wouldn't have to focus so much on aero.
I
And
miss the Gen 5.
I do.
Gen 4 era.
I
Even though
love
wasn't
2011.
A NASCAR fan, even though I wasn't a NASCAR fan when the Gen 4s were around, I watched videos and races from when they were, and I wish that they were still
Was the
here.
Gen 4 the best era?
I mean, probably.
Yeah, Gen 4 was the time of Dale Earnhardt, all the way up until 2007. I mean, it was like, I think 1984 or something.
Yeah, like that made it the longest out of everything.
The Gen 5s
I just don't. I mean, the Gen 5 still have better racing than the what's it called? It has better. Gen 5 have better racing than Gen 6 cars, but that's not saying much. As much as I like the Gen 5 with their tandem drafting and stuff, I gotta say,
at the super speedways, it made for great finishes with the Gen 5.
Yeah, this is the best super speedway racing we've ever had.
Yeah.
But
No, you, Arrow.
I mean, as much as I like the plate racing now,
Oh no, no,
It's not real racing.
well, plate racing isn't meant to be real racing. Let's all be. Yes, plate racing is meant to be entertainment. That's the whole reason why.
Don't say that, HS. That's not very nice.
But I mean, it'd be nice to see some real racing on other tracks. I mean, even if the leader has a 5-second lead, I'd rather there at least be a battle for second.
Well, do y'all like the push to pass type thing coming?
Not at all. It's just gonna ruin everything. That's gonna ruin everything. Push to pass gonna ruin everything.
The Gen 7's gonna push to pass.
Yeah, it's gonna ruin everything. That's gonna ruin everything.
Pockrass then confirmed that like what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's just gonna ruin everything.
Right?
I mean, that's just all blocking effects, all like holding people up. That's gone.
They're
It's
going
IndyCar and stock car form.
So you're telling me they're putting Mario Kart in the stock car racing?
Yep.
What is this what NASCAR has come to?
Yep.
Is this really?
Because fans have given them the wrong message. Fans have given them the wrong message.
Well, they keep trying to save the sport. They keep trying to save the sport, and they hurt the sport
Guys.
Ryan's on top.
Like you guys always talk over. Oh yeah, it's not definite. Pockrass just said they were testing it out.
I hope not. I understand they want more
He
passing.
said there was going to be a car with electrification, and it was most likely to be a push-to-pass type element.
Leaderboard all time.
Wait,
In
what?
exact words, I think he said like a speed boost.
Wait, what?
Fourth, Brett's fifth, Hayride sixth, and I'm eighth.
What?
Hang on a second.
And-
The slap.
Hang on.
Look, Pop said it like a speed boost type element.
I'm waiting on it to load up. Hang on. Hell yeah.
Have
you
invites?
asshole.
Have invites come out?
On the Gen 7, I don't.
Are
think
invites
it-
out?
I
Yes or
think
no?
No.
Okay.
I think the Gen 7 car right now sounds like crap from what I've seen on video.
Oh yeah. There's the invite.
Glad my life is complete.
Brett just sent me an invite.
Oh
Will
god, we
NASCAR
only get
even
3
make
laps
it
of
another 50
qualifying.
years?
I'm dropping to the back, bro.
LF,
Bruh.
can you please make it 7%?
By
Bruh.
the end of our lifetimes, y'all think NASCAR will even be a thing?
Yeah.
I think it will be, but I feel like it might be. I don't know. I don't think it'll be as popular.
Xfinity's getting
maybe,
tossed.
already
maybe
shrunk by
maybe
like
the
a
Gen
third.
7. Maybe the Gen 7 will blow us away. I don't know.
The
Please don't
sucky
tell
thing
me LF
is that,
racing.
I mean, at a period of around 2017, 2018, the fan base was really split. But in 2019, I think everybody is united against the fact of whether you agree with stage racing or not, the majority of fans do not want the caution at the end of the stages. The majority of fans want the plate racing to stay how it is. They want short spoiler, small splitter, more horsepower. And we want more short tracks and road courses and less cookie
For the
cutters.
Gen 7, there's going to be not as big as a spoiler, so.
I will say I do like the fact that they're making the spoilers smaller for short tracks.
I hate
'cause
this package we have now. I think it's the worst
This
package ever.
package
Not going
did
to get into
ruin.
detail.
This package did ruin the short track racing, in my opinion. I'd say for tracks though, like Kansas, Daytona, Talladega, a lot of the mile-and-a-half tracks and the super speedways, this package works, in my opinion.
Homestead got worse. Chicago got
Now
worse.
tracks like Homestead, Indianapolis, the short tracks and the road courses.
Oh,
not so
Michigan.
much.
Oh, Michigan. That was
Michigan,
torture.
yeah.
That was torture.
Michigan was reminding me of the 2013 Daytona 500. Only works.
If you want to be honest, this package has its goods and downs, obviously.
Goods and
Yeah.
downs?
I think
It has its
the
pros and
goods
cons.
and bads, but the bads I think outweigh the goods. because I just didn't really enjoy the past season, honestly. Didn't think it was
I
very fun.
enjoyed it, but there were still... I enjoyed a lot of the races, but then there were a lot of races that I didn't enjoy.
I'll just be honest
with
with
the
you, I couldn't
stage
even
racing-
watch some of the races anymore. Like, I would just
And-
be flipping back and forth.
But with the stage racing, this may just be because I became a NASCAR fan in 2017, and stage racing is all I've gotten used to watching. But I don't really mind the stage racing.
Oh, so you
Well-
you don't know the thing called fuel mileage races? Those used to be my bae. I used to love fuel mileage races.
I've watched them
Anytime
back, but-
Larry Mack would say
ain't
something
going anywhere.
Anytime Larry Mack would say something about these guys are going to be close on fuel at the end, we might see someone try to stretch it. I was on the edge of my seat. I mean, I could be on the edge of my seat for a 40-lap run at Michigan when the leader had a 3-second lead, just hoping he would run out of gas, and sometimes he did.
I don't. A part of me, like, I don't. If they kept the stage race thing, I wouldn't mind. But at the same time, if they got rid of it, I'd be fine with that
I don't
too.
think
Anybody
never
else
did-
remember
it's
in
never down the
what
line.
was it? What was that year? 2014, I think it was. Jimmy Johnson was leading. Oh no, 2013. Jimmy Johnson was leading. He led the. Had been leading for like I think 56 laps after the pit stop. The pit window was 53 laps. Jimmy Johnson and Greg Biffle were both trying to stretch it 3 laps. Jimmy Johnson had like a 4.5 second lead for over 50 laps, and on the last lap down the backstretch, he ran out of gas and lost the race. And I mean, when it comes to fuel mileage races, that can make anything exciting.
The 2015 Pocono race too.
Yep, that was awesome.
I don't think stages are going anywhere now, and
I wouldn't mind if
it's
they.
really
if they
looking
took
like they're
stage
setting
racing
this up to get rid of pit stops altogether.
I get why they're doing it, especially because a lot of fans are complaining that drivers are getting screwed over with BS pit calls, especially when you have like the incident where in 2017 we have Larson,
about
Kenseth, and
teams
Johnson
and money.
going for the final spot in the chase, and Larson blows an engine after he enters 39 points above the cut. He should have been locked anyway, but then we have Matt Kenseth looks like he's going to take it, gets involved in a wreck, doesn't get hit, just spins out, and he has a guy come over the wall to hand him a water bottle, and he gets disqualified for too many men over the wall. Jimmy Johnson has the same thing. Jimmy Johnson has the same thing happen, where the guy comes and hands him a water bottle, except the guy also tears something off the windshield, which in my opinion is servicing the car, and Jimmy doesn't get called for that. And Jimmy was on the caution clock, mind you. Well, I mean the repair clock when he had the guy take the thing off his windshield, because remember when he spun through the grass? That's when that happened. So Matt got called on a penalty that Jimmy didn't. Yeah.
At Homestead last year.
So we're having problems on pit road, but I think the main reason we're having problems on pit road is one, because they took the extra guy off the pits who is in charge of doing things like handing the water bottle, tearing the putting and taking off tape on the grill and things like that. You know what I mean? I mean that caused some of the problems, them taking away that extra guy. And then on top of that, and I just got killed in the bus stop. I really hope that doesn't happen in the race. But
it will.
and then we have very inconsistent calls by the box. Like we have them throw a caution for a little piece of debris sometimes, and then other times they'll throw a caution for what was I gonna say? They won't throw a caution for 3 engine failures. 2 engine failures, 2 tire failures, and a guy hitting the wall hard enough he blows a tire and has to come to the pit road.
Where do you break? What mile marker thing? Where do you break out? Tell me. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Right about, like just after 400 was when I broke, or was when I got
I
the break.
just remembered that.
I don't have a setup for this. Sorry, guys.
Neither do I.
Qualifying.
I don't either.
I'm just
I
running.
ran a 110 in the practice race that we just did, so hopefully I can get into the 110s.
Is there anything you should do to the truck at all?
Oh yeah, I have mine. I think my pressures are at 2020 and then 1919, and then I believe that I have my what's it called? My wedge at 45 and my tape at 45. The tape might be too much
What
though.
preset are you on, Tom?
9.
So 2020, 19, 19.
Yeah, but the main thing is the wedge, having that all the way down at 45. I don't understand how I can be on setup 9 and 46% wedge, and it's plowing, so I'm just going to take it down to 45 and hope it changed that.
Pitting also.
Oh crap, I should have pitted.
Take your wedge down all the way down to 45.
If you're on setup 9, yes.
Okay, I'm doing that. Wait, what's the tape?
45, and then pressures are 20, 20, 19, 19.
Wait, so 45.
Or no, 20, 20, 21, 21. Sorry, not 2020.
Wait,
21,
oh, crap.
21.
Oh crap, hold on.
It should be fine. You'll have a little bit more front grip, but a little less braking, so you might have to back up your braking zones a little bit. But you will be able to get on the gas sooner because the front tires will turn better. I just prefer to go deeper in the braking zones. It's just a driver preference when it comes to that part of the tire pressures.
Yeah. Go, go, go. Oh no.
Oh, what the hell was that?
What?
What the hell?
Did you fart?
No! I go through the grass in the chicane. I get back up on the curb and my truck goes flying.
Yeah, that's happened. That's what
I had a good lap going. What the hell was that?
Oh no, I think I just screwed Arrow's lap up.
Dude, come on! I had a freaking good lap going. What is that game?
Why do you not pit? I don't get why.
What did the game do?
No, I was going through the chicane, and as I'm getting back up on the curb, my truck just goes flying.
Just ran me.
It just goes
I
flying.
had
out
to
of
drive
nowhere.
through you guys.
Oh, I saw that. Limestone Arrow just wrecked you.
Oh, damn it! Damn it!
I mean, he just flat out dumped you.
So the only lap. Oh my gosh!
I'm slow.
I hope I get a great lap on the last lap.
Man, I feel like I could run faster than this car's going.
Oh no! Got screwed. I have 2 laps.
Alright, I gotta change my braking
Is
point.
Bane not racing?
No, he is.
Oh damn it!
Oh, yeah,
I was
I
about
don't
to
get why
say.
people don't pit.
I was about to say, is V not in
Well, I
here?
waited to pit this time so I could get a good lap in, just in case something happened.
I decided not to pit, which I'm probably gonna regret.
I just horribly messed up my turn 1, so this should be
Hopefully
fun.
this last lap will be, hopefully the last lap will be my fastest. Hopefully 110, but I don't know.
I hate the bus stop so much. You're either plowing tight or wrecking loose the whole way through it. There's no... If you're going well through it in a way that your car is not out of control, you're not going fast enough.
Alright, Bob, please don't mess up my lap. Oh man, I went wide.
No, I messed my lap up. No! That's gonna be like my last chance because the leader didn't want to pit for some.
Bob, please don't wreck me. Okay, Bob backed off. Thank you, Bob.
God, I'm slow. Yeah,
11.5, come on.
I don't even think I'll get a lapping. Just
This lap should be my fastest as long as I don't make any mistakes.
oh look, I'm so slow. This guy behind me catching up. Oh look, it's Jimmy Neutron. Look at that.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not a bueno.
He's faster than me, guys.
That's a sad meme.
Dude.
When Jimmy
Alright,
Neutron...
let's
Justin's
see,
just
come on.
cutting the bus stop.
110,
Isn't that
110,
illegal?
110.
Bean also cut the fence.
Oh, I ran a 111.6.
Yeah, Justin's just straight up cut the bus stop.
I ran a 111.6. My third lap probably would have been my fastest, but
Like, I accidentally stuck my right front off in there. Didn't gain me time. It lost me time. Justin just drove straight through it. Might have been netcode, but with as much of his car... He's doing it in the final corner, too.
How do you do it in the final?
I don't know, but he was driving all 4 tires through the grass and seemed to gain time.
Where's Jimmy? Right there. Indeed there.
watch Justin get the pole.
Let's see. I'm gonna get like a 112, maybe.
Mine was a 111.6.
Yeah, my fastest is a 113.
Oh my god.
Rip
Yeah,
meme.
I'm not looking
Rip
any
meme
better
king.
either.
I probably could have gotten a 110 had I not wrecked in like two of the 5
Can
laps.
someone tell on Justin?
113.9.
I was at the 113
Go get a 113.9. I'm doomed.
Somehow I got a speed rating 105.
I got a 105.
What I really want to why is Brad Flynn still in this? What I really want to happen is for me to sweep the stages and win the race, and Pim, Arrow, and Bean all finish like outside of the top 10.
Thanks, Arrow.
That would be the best.
Not Arrow. I messed up. HS, thank you for...
No offense, but that's what I really need. I don't have much time left to gain and have a shot at the championship.
I mean, I really would like it to end up being a four-way slugfest at the end.
I'm starting 13th.
Dude, Justin is starting ahead of me. What the fuck?
How did I qualify 6th? What the balls?
Okay, Arrow's
Brett got
fourth.
second, guys. Clap it up.
Oh, of course.
Brett got second.
Bean is on the pole. Fuck.
Well, if he was cutting the bus stop, that means he probably just straight up cut the bus stop, but...
Alright, so I'm gonna need to do what Pam has been doing, though. If I'm gonna have a shot at the championship.
Because
What's
you're
that?
Good, Brett. That's why.
Be fast.
Hey, by the way, Pam, I just want to say this. If you and I are battling on the last lap, I will.
Oh, you're getting dumped. If we're battling the last lap, it's not a question of what's gonna happen.
Me. Apparently that was your fault.
It was. Arrow was gonna like 20 miles slower than I was.
If it's the last lap, we're both going to go at it. Oh, I mean, if it's if you want to remember last week, remember Justin beat a douche. He's getting payback this race. Just to let you know, I'm sending him sometime. So.
Wait, why are cautions on?
Yes, keep cautions on.
Yes, 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 yes.
Keep them on.
Keep the cautions on, please! Please! No! Why? Why?
Why would you do this to us? Please don't tell me I
Oh, and of course there's 18 drivers here.
This is gonna be Car National for me all over again.
This is gonna be the booty balls. Meme King, why are you commenting swears in my chat? Go away.
Oh, I did that like 20 minutes ago.
I don't care.
Yeah, keep in mind, do what Nexus says. It's LF's, dude.
My way. He's not. I'm not gonna have any patience with him.
Oh, now yes.
He's not gonna be the. He better hope that he's not the one to test my patience, because he's gonna get very little of it.
I just realized I'm gonna turn Wi-Fi off on my devices just in
Hey,
case.
everybody in here that wants cautions, please say so in the chat so we can get a movement going.
I think this is the worst time to do it.
What's he doing? What's Jake doing? Jake, I'm paused.
What?
What is
Jake
doing?
There we go. Alright, I'm running a preset 8.
I'm running preset 9, get booty
We're
balls.
gonna be here for a
Pam,
while.
when we pick, can you tell me your setup again?
I'm on setup 9, so get rolled.
No, I meant like the setup that you. Oh well, no, you said it's a qualifying setup.
We got a race.
No, I didn't say it's not a
40
qualifying
minutes,
setup.
race
It's a race setup. It's better on better on the long
Oh
run.
well, can you give it to me when we have to pit?
Well, I mean you're on setup 8, so I don't know how they're
Or
gonna work.
just in case, can you give it to me?
Yeah, it's let me see. 45, 45, 21, 21, 19, 19.
I meant.
It's not hard to
Yeah,
remember.
just-
It's really
remind
not.
me when
Remember,
we
it's
pit.
45, 45, 21, 21, 19, 19.
That's
Alright,
literally
so
it.
the right side's at 21.
Yes,
Oh my
right.
god.
And so it's tape at 45, wedge at 45. Oh wait, Scout's in this race?
No, he
No, he's not.
Okay, good. I was about to say.
Alright,
We
even
did.
though there are no
I'm gonna
cautions, I
back
hope you
out right
guys
here,
are
boys.
ready. Hopefully you guys are ready for the crapshoot 355.
Oh yeah, this
That was
is.
here. I'm just gonna go on and call it a back out.
Here's the question, everybody. Who's ready to get anal into turn 1?
Oh, a lot of us. Even if you're not ready, green flag. We're all gonna need it.
Alright, yeah,
I'm about to need a new pair of underwear going through one.
Gonna happen.
Oh, Brennan didn't brake, and I got rear-ended already.
No, I pushed Jake and you.
Okay. Arrow, don't cut me off. You douche. Hold it up there.
How is it back here?
Oh, who's that in the
Oh, I
wall?
got back.
Why is Brennan poking in the grass? What did he get? Dale Sr.?
Alright, this bus stop.
Oh, Brett's in the lead. Go, Brett.
Brett, this butt stop is going to suck.
Oh, and Brett straight through the grass. And he's penalized. Oh, come on, car. It doesn't turn off that corner.
I started tandem
Brett, no, Brett wrecked. Oh.
I know. I already said that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I said, and Brett went to the bus stop and got a black flag.
There's no pitting at all.
Not for the first stage.
How long? Okay, it's 8 laps in this first stage. This
I
race
am-
is gonna take forever.
I am trash. Jeez.
This race is gonna take forever.
Oh, that's
I can't-
We're gonna be
Especially since-
fine.
Yeah, especially since there are no cautions.
Racing Train completely screwed up my coordinates.
And Brennan comes high and a door slams me off the track. Thank you, Brennan.
Dang it.
Lost
KD
up,
got
I'm
around.
braking a little early because I was right in front of him. Right behind him, I'm missing.
Where are you, sir?
Well, I already have people run into me. I guess that's what I get for trying to actually hold my position on the high lane.
Sun Mount Evans.
Lexus.
Oh! Oh, I thought Brennan actually spun out.
Oh, he just lost a ton of time, though.
Oh, okay, Brennan. I was on your inside.
Did he shove you off the track like he did for me?
Yeah, I mean, he was freaking 20 miles an hour
couldn't
slower
do
in the
nothing like
chicane.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he did to me.
No,
He went to
was
turn
20
one.
miles an hour slower in the chicane, and I went to his inside, and he just came down and wrecked me.
What is that?
Now I'm back in 10th.
Did I seriously just spin out because of that? I'll hold it high.
Alright, well, he's probably gonna get wrecked.
Oh, and Justin's bombing it in there.
Oh,
I don't
Lexus,
understand what the problem is with this game. I hit my braking point, I turn normally, and the car just goes straight. I don't know what the problem is here. I don't understand why we have the right front tires, the tires will lock up under braking at some tracks, and at other tracks they won't. And at the tracks they do, like the road courses, it's just extremely inconsistent with when your tires lock up. I mean, this game actually sucks balls. I went from about a second behind Arrow, Beans leading. I went from a second behind Arrow to a second behind Brennan because of and Brennan's just cutting the bus stop.
Oh, Brett, I thought he had been. Oh, there goes Brett.
I just
We're all
wondered,
cutting the
have I
bus
not
stop.
your
It's
trail
really-
for like half an hour?
Trim left the party.
I'm Sonny, you ready for an endurance race tonight?
I can't believe we're gonna do this for a good 45 minutes.
Uh-oh. Not good. I'm not good at all, but I'm coming.
That's what she said.
Oh, Brett sent Jimmy, he's gone 2 miles slower.
Is Jimmy holding up the field?
Yeah, just holding up Brett. Not me though, 'cause I'm literally slow. Oh, I'm there. Okay.
Why is it so balls tight?
I have to stay in third gear.
Are
so
we
I'm
allowed to
just
pit with 2 to go or under in the sage?
No, not two.
We can't do strategy,
Not two to go.
but I want to do strategy.
Alright, I'm holding the
I'll
inside
actually
here.
probably still do that so I can get in front of the field because you don't have to pit for the first 2 stages for sure.
Look
In the
at
road
Jimmy
course,
cutting the
you might
bus
as well come
off.
in with 3 to go, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, it's a road course, it's gonna be hard to. Oh God, Bob, I'm sorry. I don't really think I hit you that much, but whatever. Stupid Canadian, am I right?
Is he mad at you?
No, he's just being stupid.
You'll probably.
Bob, give me some room, Bobby.
This is my worst favorite road course in the game. I hate the inconsistent braking zones.
So much on Bob and KY. They're just dashing.
Bob, don't get out of the way.
I ran a 111. I wish I would have done that qualifying.
I ran a 112.4.
I somehow ran a 110 on old tires and a balls tight setup.
I'm so excited to run a 112.4. I literally have not ran anything past the 113 before.
Yeah, I'd be in the top 5 right now.
Why am I
but,
getting
you know.
faster as the run goes,
Why am I
like,
six-
on old tires? Why is the car just retarded through the bus stop? Seriously, 704, get your crap together.
Uh-oh, I missed the corner. It's alright, I guess. Not
The
really.
cars just don't drive through there at all. It's terrible. I hate this game so much.
Are y'all pitting with 3 to go?
No, we have to pit this time.
Yeah.
I guess I might as well not, because I'm going to get 2 points. KD's bombing at the corners and hitting me. I guess I probably
Yeah, I'm
deserve that
trying
since
to-
I did move him up a little
I'm
bit.
staying out because I need the points and I don't want to risk pitting and then somebody wrecking up
Hey,
there.
why are you in the grass?
I don't know what I'm
Some
pitting.
people are pitting though.
Anyway, I spent
Whatever. Oh, well, I'm a hook
So,
to you.
what's the setup? What's the setup?
40, 45,
40
21,
yeah.
21, 19.
45,
Okay,
45,
let's see
21,
if I
21,
can get the
19.
wedge all the way down there.
Oh, someone
I'm not
died
sure
in
I
the
can.
bus stop.
And I did it. 46.
I got it. 14.4. Let's go.
Jeez.
And of course KD's in 5th. Let's see if I can catch him.
15 flat. That's great.
Oh my god, my right front's at
I guess
79.
I'm gonna do the rest of the set.
No, my left front's at 79.
Hey Pimp,
Oh my god.
are you
somebody
going to
did
chance
lag
near
game
Brennan?
completely.
What'd you say? Am I catching Brennan? No. Strangely,
I'd say
I'm
that
catching
you-
Arrow like crazy. Oh, what'd you say?
I was gonna say if you're near Brennan, can you be a deer and wreck him?
No. I might move him up and push him off the track, 'cause that's what he did to me, but I'm not gonna wreck him.
Well, he
The weird
wrecked
thing
me, so
is-
I'm probably gonna.
I gained a second on Arrow that lap.
Next flag
I
down.
might be able to catch Justin, but not. Unless somebody wrecks, I'm not gonna get a top 5.
I don't even care about it. I was facing on this wheel. I wish I would have ran a 111 and 12.
What race is next week?
Bristol.
Bristol.
Well, it's an off week next week, but then it's Bristol.
Yeah.
So it don't get no
Oh wait,
better.
it is?
Yeah, next
Oh,
week's an
I
off
did-
week because of
I
duels.
didn't- It's an off week, that's on my birthday.
So it don't get no better.
Pretty much.
Well,
Ah, and
actually,
of course, car just plowing tight straight to the bus stop. And the thing is, that I'm not even trying to cut it, so I'm losing time whenever the car goes in the freaking grass, and it's so annoying.
Just take it easy on the tires.
This
Oh,
game
I
sucks
spun it.
balls, like it really does.
I hate road course races in this game.
The only good one, Road America's good.
One
And-
Run is probably my favorite road course, but I still hate doing road races here.
Oh yeah, that's
Watkins Glen's all about abusing glitches. It's like the old Bristol
Justin just crashed. And that happened to a guy.
and the
that's
old
in top
Sonoma.
5. Justin just crashed. Can KD do that, please?
I just ran a 10.8.
My fastest is a 111.1.
I'm faster
I'm going
without my setup than with my setup, so I think maybe I'll try something different.
I want to try your setup.
I mean, I was able to run a 10.6 with it, but it's extremely loose, HS, especially on controller. It's extremely loose.
Oh yeah.
Like it is wicked loose.
So like, what do you think I would have to bring the wedge to on my controller?
I'd say try 47, and then I don't know why there's a weird glitch in this game at some tracks. Putting more tape on the car means it goes slower. Don't know why that happens.
Well, it's 704, so that's not surprising.
Yeah, I think this might be one of those tracks. So I'm gonna test stage 2 without any tape, or without adding extra tape.
So I probably could have gotten the top 5 in the stage, but I'm gonna end up getting 6th. So Brennan will probably beat that.
What did Brennan do? Oh,
He
the bus
me
stop
getting
thing.
out of there. Yeah.
He pushed me up out of off the track going
I
into
went
1.
from
So
like 5th to 10th.
yeah, I
able
went.
to somehow, I was able to get back up to 6th, but
Alright, I run way better on the long run for some reason.
I know.
we won the stage. Of course, Bean won the stage.
Yeah, obviously.
I think we did
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
good
not
with
gonna.
tires
I'm not
last
gonna have a
time.
shot. All right, so,
Bad HS.
Yeah, it was your bad. Alright, I'm gonna put the
You
wedge
suck,
at
Burninator. You suck.
47.
I'm gonna loosen it up a bit.
I don't know why, but it
Alright.
seems like putting the front pressures down
21.
isn't helping anything.
Alright, so the right side's at 21, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so
And
right
then,
side's
Left side's at
21.
19.
HS, apparently
Oh,
you're
wait.
lagging.
Keep
Wait,
that in
it's
mind
a
for
li-
stage
wait.
3.
You said it's a... Right.
Alright, I'm gonna take it up to 47.5 on wedge.
Because me and KY are doing a bit of strategy.
It's gonna work out.
I'm seeing about that.
Gonna we're
Wait,
going to the
you
top
didn't-
of the
Oh no!
Wait a minute, who said I'm
Spare
right?
me!
We painted with 3 to get on the stage.
KY
Don't tell me
and
I'm
Lion,
lagging.
please spare me.
We are not moving.
I don't care. Hold your line. Then. I mean, that's what I'm worried about. Please make sure to hold your line at all
I
times.
get the
Said it's got
chance.
thin.
No, if I get the chance, I'm gonna at the very
Arrow
least
just
shove Brennan out.
bulldozed you out of the way, KY.
Well, I made sure to give him some stuff back. I pounded him.
Oh, hi, HS. Thank you for shoving me and Limestone up the track. Thank you.
Oh, they're wrecking in the bus
That's
stop.
cool.
Oh,
Thank you
oh,
guys.
I got
Thank you,
collected.
HS. Thank you so much for that.
Awesome. Who
Good
was
racing,
that
guys.
wrecked limestone?
Yeah, that was HS.
I kind of
Hey,
pushed
Jeff.
Brennan into Pem in the limestone.
Oh, Brendan's to the grass. Let's see if he shows me. Oh, shows me
If
off.
you get anywhere near me, you get wrecked. I'm not gonna...
I just shoved Brennan out of the way, which I didn't really help my case.
Aaron needs to calm down.
KY, please, I'm going for your inside here, alright? I'll try not to hit you, but this is my worst corner. So.
I know how that feels. I got
I didn't even
Oh, and it goes
mean to do
straight.
that.
Of course. Love this game. Love this track so much. Brake too early, brake too late, doesn't matter. Car always goes straight, or if you slow, you get rear-ended by terrible drivers. Love this game. Love it, love it, love it. Truly esports ready platform to compete with iRacing. And Justin's just bombing it in through the grass to pass people. That's fun.
Freaking brake and turn.
Did you see that, KY? Justin just bombed it straight through the grass to pass people. Jeez, this is like Iowa all over again. He's got some serious road rage. Yeah, that's why I tried to wreck him at Iowa, and I'll probably end up having to wreck him here if he doesn't calm his tits. Why?
Okay, and Jake. Oh gosh.
Seriously, game. I didn't even do anything weird. I step on the gas and the car acts like it's on the center of gravity right in the middle of the car, and the freaking left front tire picks up off the ground and tries to spin me out off the corner. That's why the road courses in this game are so awful. The road courses in this game
Why is it when you're
are
on
so
older
bad.
cars you lose straightaway speed? What kind of sense does that make?
NASCAR Heat 4 cents.
I don't understand it. Why'd I lose straightaway speed when I'm on the so
No one
dumb.
understands it except the developers. I don't know if they're trying to play like some 4D chess here with the physics of the game or what they're doing. I seriously have no idea what they're trying to do here with the physics of the game, but whatever they're doing, it ain't working because the game is garbage.
Bob and Brett are going at it right now.
Arrow and Bean are just driving away. Bean's doing something. I think he's cutting the chicanes.
Who's in the lead?
Bean.
Me.
If I get to him and I see him cutting the chicanes, I'm plowing him right off the track because Key and Arrow specifically said after the beginning of the race that we're not supposed to. Oh, they both said before the race, they said it all week, we're not supposed to cut the chicanes, and I don't think Arrow is, but I'm pretty sure Bean is doing it because he's pulling away at speeds that shouldn't be possible if you're not cutting it. And he did it in the
crap,
first
I'm
segment
sorry,
too.
Katie, my freaking truck won't turn. Yeah, either okay. And I freaking miss a shift. That's nice.
How do these guys run 10-2s? I just don't understand it.
Oh gosh, okay, Brendan, I didn't even mean to do that. I'm
Someone
sorry.
that has played the game all day.
I guess they
I
got
don't know,
nothing. No,
Brendan
they got.
checked
I guess
out
they
more
got
than
nothing better to do.
expected him to. I killed Brendan and I feel really
I
bad.
know I'm never on this thing besides league races.
Yeah, I never get on for except for league races. Except I practice like probably an hour max a week for all the leagues I have on this game.
Yeah.
I just don't have no fun in actually like playing it.
Yeah, this game, just playing it, it sucks. NASCAR 15, I can play that all day.
Seriously, Bob?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Freaking plow, KD. I mean, I kept it back going, but that still slowed me down.
The car does not turn going into the corner. It's not a problem of center speed. It's a problem of the car just plows going straight off the corner.
I really need to catch KY and J.
Why can we not adjust our brake bias in the car? Why? Like, what is up with that? Seriously.
Because this isn't Project Cars 2 or Gran Turismo.
They had it in NASCAR 15. They had it in NASCAR 2011.
They did?
Yes. They did. It's a basic feature. All you had to do is, on default controls, press down on the D-pad to move the brake bias towards the rear, press up to move it towards the front. It's that simple.
Well, see, it is. They could do that, but see, they're too focused on the Heat Pro.
Which is trash. 90% of the community couldn't care less.
Are you serious? This game.
They literally got like what, 300 viewers, and that's it.
What is 704 listening, and they got pissed off that I
There's
trashed the
300 viewers they get to the Pro League every race that are so valuable.
No, I guess 704 is listening, and they got pissed off at the fact that I trashed the Pro League, so they decided, oh, we're gonna make him spin out in the chicane 5 seconds later.
Arrow, I think, is lagging because his car is moonwalking.
Arrow is on the curve, the same thing I've been doing, and I
Arrow is moonwalking, guys, just to let you know. It's not affecting anyone right now. Yep, Bean's leading. I'm actually catching Bean and Arrow right now. After the first 3 laps, my car is better than both of theirs. They just gap me by 5 seconds because I have guys like Justin and Brennan bombing it into corners trying to pass me and pushing me off in the grass. And then, of course, I have the random half spins through the bus stop. Okay, yeah. This is the only lap I've actually ever maintained speed with them to the bus stop, and I cut by putting like half my car in the grass on exit.
Oh,
so they must be cutting.
Come on.
They have to be cutting if they're going that fast.
HS completely just cut the track and completed.
Can we just
Well,
talk about
KD
all the
got
tire
sideways,
marks around
so-
the bus stop?
KD got sideways in the bus
We're just
stop.
talking about that. It's the
Yes, he
third
did. You
right
should have seen
after
it
the
on
bus
my point of
stop.
view.
It's
He
full
checked up
over.
in the bus to what,
Okay, just
I just ran a 10.6. So now I'm faster by 4 or 5 tenths than I was in qualifying.
Run the other layout of the Glen so it would suck as bad.
No, anything with the physics in this game are going to suck balls. That's why I'm probably not going to even buy the Tony Stewart Sprint Car game. Because if it's made by Monster Energy, it's going to suck, or Monster Games or whatever.
What happened?
What? Oh.
Did he lag out or something?
Yes,
I bet his
think
dog
it's-
bit the cords or something.
Yes.
I think he said something that sounded like his controller died. I'm not really sure.
That worked.
Yeah, but maybe he left out his anger. I don't know.
He couldn't. If his controller died, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, but if you plugged it in,
You heard something right.
because if your controller dies, as soon as you plug it back in, it powers back up.
No, it doesn't.
Well, no, I meant like not goes full battery, but when you plug it back in, it's you can use it.
No, that's not how it works.
That's how mine works.
That's how mine works. As soon as I plug it in, I press the PlayStation button, and it turns back on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
PlayStation button, yes. Where you're like, just as you plug it in,
Appreciate
it
that.
turns on.
What the heck?
What HS was saying is as soon as you plug it in, it works again. You still have to press the button, but I know, he was doing it to me too.
Renee's, he's getting it the third stage. Just dive on me for freaking P6.
Okay, this is, I'm sick of it. I can only maintain pace with them on exit of the bus stop. I'm faster than them on entry, But I always lose time to them on the exit of the bus stop because they probably are cutting it. That's the only explanation I can think of.
Had to get the P6.
That's why I have no problem
Brad
with
Flynn
it.
for cutting me off and diving in for P12.
That's Brad Flynn, I'm not surprised.
I can't believe that I'm so much faster than both of these two. Everywhere on the racetrack that's not the bus stop. I lose 4/10 in the bus stop each lap that I gain back everywhere else.
That's why you don't pit in the first stage.
Currently Justin did something, and of course Beans swept the stages.
Oh, Justin has been doing stuff. Justin just
My
drives
car
straight through the
hasn't
grass. I was about to say something to Justin, but I'm going to refrain from it for now.
I'm not taking fuel or anything. Oh, Pen, you're faking him out, aren't you?
No, I'm pitting. I just had to adjust something on my car at last second. Ah, Jimmy Neutron stayed out. We're boned.
Why did he stay? Oh god. No, he's the screwed one. Alright, hopefully I can...
I don't think Bean is staying on the racetrack. I really don't think he is.
Hopefully I can at least get a top 5 out of this. Jake, I am so sorry.
Oh, and Arrow's already cut me off on
heck?
entry.
KY, what are you doing?
Nope, I got shoved by freaking Racing Kid.
Of course, I have to die first.
Racing Fan, whatever his name is.
Racing Fag. Oh, hi, Arrow. Thank you for shoving me down into Jimmy Neutron when we're side by side. Thank you very much, Arrow. Oh, and here comes Justin bombing it through there. Love it, Justin. Love it. Yeah, Bean is not staying on the racetrack. Okay, he is on exit, but on entry, he's just driving it straight through.
Well, then I'm not going to stay on the racetrack either, so...
Why is there 2 guys stopped on the racetrack?
I guess I got penalties. Hi, Justin.
Oh, an Arrow blocks me off in the grass. Thank you very much.
Please don't
Get
do
someone
anything.
take out Arrow, please.
Can Bean and Arrow wreck? That'd be amazing.
I'm on pace with them right now.
Jimmy, you and I both know that you're gonna continue falling back, so you might as well just get out of the way now. Or don't.
And
that's
here
cool
comes
too.
the period of time where they pull away.
I'm really not in the mood to deal with Jimmy's crap, so I might just go ahead and bump him out of the way while I have the chance.
I don't know why, but when I'm behind somebody, I just can never hit my braking points. I either brake too early or too late. Every
Brad,
time.
I forget to shift down to second gear so he gets by. Thank you. I'm back up to 5th, but y'all are pulling away. Which is
I'm just here in time to watch Bean and Arrow and see if they cut the bus stop again.
Hopefully they make a mistake.
All right, Arrow is cutting the bus stop on entry, but not on exit.
Hopefully they make a mistake when they try to do it and get a penalty. That'd be amazing.
I mean, I have it on my live stream. They said it's not legal. I could gain time if I was doing it. Do you guys think I should just do it?
No, that's exactly why I'm doing it.
Should I do it or no? Because I don't want to do something illegal. But
if the admins can do it, then...
Because, I mean, Arrow's just blatantly doing it on entry. He's got almost all 4 tires off in the grass. You know all the lines? He's hitting those lines in the entry of the bus stop perfectly in line.
Alright, Jimmy, don't be sending it in.
You say you're streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming. So you can blatantly see it on my stream.
Yeah, hopefully they mess up and get a penalty from Mr. King.
Sorry.
I mean, anytime I cut it, I made sure I lost time from it, and so I slowed down, and I didn't gain any time from it.
I'm losing time on the exit of the corners.
I hit the pit wall, so I lost some time, or the jut out in the wall that's there for no apparent reason. So I lost a few tenths. But okay, Arrow didn't do it this time entering the bus stop, so that's nice. And once again, it could just be netcode. With as bad as the netcode is in this game, but I mean, when you're doing it lap after lap, I gotta question it.
course they're not gonna admit.
Oh no, they're not.
Although the thing is, I have video evidence they were doing it. They don't have any evidence they weren't doing it. So, whether it was netcode or not, the only video proof is that they were doing it. So, yeah.
Of course,
Okay, and I just hit the wall. What the heck, car? That makes tons of sense. That makes absolute perfect sense. This game, it's totally esports worthy. Esports worthy, I mean, and I just get loose out of the corner and everybody else goes wide, and I just lost fifth to Jimmy freaking Neutron.
Oh, Arrow's loose, he's in the wall!
Yes, please tell me he crashed. Please tell me he crashed.
He didn't, but he's gonna lose a half a second here down the straightaway.
Dang it. I can't believe I just lost fifth to Jimmy Neutron.
Wait, who?
Jimmy Neutron.
No. You lost half a second.
Arrow.
Thank you.
I'm only a second behind him. I'm catching him. He makes a mistake, I'm there.
Back up to Jimmy.
And I go.
Holy moly, Lon.
Gotta love this.
I love NASCAR Heat 4, man. This is truly the best game in the NASCAR franchise. Even the NASCAR Heat franchise. It's just the best.
Okay. This is the best racing game ever. This is the best game.
Well, I wouldn't go so far. There is such a thing called Big Rigs over-the-road racing that I think might have been slightly better. It's a very rare game, so I don't know how many people have had the pleasure of enjoying that masterpiece. But this is it's a very close second. I specifically love that random dip in the track. In the S's, that's my favorite part. Gives the track character.
Drake just took me out for no reason.
Oh, and I love it when Arrow gains 8/10 on me on the bus stop because he's cheating. He's just cutting the bus stop. Well, I don't. Well, see, here's the thing. If I don't do it and I show them the proof after the race that they were doing it, then I mean they might. If they're going to hand out penalties for people cutting the bus stop, I don't want to be one of the people that cut the bus stop.
True.
Okay, Arrow's cutting the, what is it called? The final corner, too, just like Justin.
I need to cut that final.
I don't know, but there's tons of tire tracks there, and Arrow was going through there on the apron. And he gained time through there when I went through there pretty perfectly.
I forgot we still have freaking 12 laps of this crap left.
I really hope that Bean or something blows a tire. I mean, this is truly very entertaining to sit here and run extremely spread out on a track that's garbage with no cautions.
Yeah, I hope that they get penalties.
50% race of it.
No, I hope that Arrow and Bean both get penalties in the chicane.
They should, every time. Oh, and I just spun out through the chicane.
Oh.
Well, there goes my race. Love it. Love NASCAR Heat 4. If you clip, there you go. If you clip the what is it called? The rumble strip with your right rear tire on exiting. The rumble strip, not the grass. The rumble strip. It'll just spin you right around.
You're probably gonna pull away from me again.
I mean, I'd like to.
That's cool.
You know, this might be my chance to get some payback last week. No, I'm just, whoa. Okay.
It worked.
Kind of pinning me down there, but
I know. I had to because I was scared I was going to get put in the wall. Not that you, I would think you would do that intentionally, but I do a PTSD racing around Arrow and them. You just pull a Justin.
Thanks, Pam.
You're very welcome.
Alright, fine, I'll wreck you next week.
Why?
That honestly pisses me off.
What did I do? I just pinched you. I didn't wreck you. I didn't.
Into the grass.
I didn't. I was on your outside till exit. You had already gotten in the grass before I got on your door.
No, you put me into the grass.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
Great. Now, oh, and they wrecked! Oh, Justin and Jimmy Neutron are wrecked, and they're parked in the middle of the racetrack.
Come on, don't let them pull away. Do not let them pull away. Go, 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 go.
So this is essentially, in my opinion, and I think everyone that's not being an Arrow's opinion, this is the battle for the win, because we are back here not cutting the racetrack, while they're up there cutting every corner possible.
Kinda. Come on.
I feel like the reclaims ain't that bad.
Ah, dang it.
I mean, they really are. Arrow was putting all 4 tires in the grass.
I lose a lot of time on y'all coming out of the corner.
NASCAR rules, that would go under a disqualification.
I know, but you know, with Arrow being an owner and everything, he's not going to get disqualified.
Not on my screen.
Footage, I'm gonna fight tooth and nail.
Well, because see, here's the great thing, and the thing that can prove bias.
Not on my screen.
There's a thing that can prove bias here, is that when it's word versus word, it's hard to tell. It just goes off of who's got the most people on their side. Thing is, I have video evidence he was doing it. Whether it was netcode or not, it doesn't matter. I have video evidence, he doesn't. So it doesn't matter what happened on his screen, we can't see his screen. Only screen that we have video of is mine, so mine's the only one that's going to get taken into consideration here. Now, I cut it like once or twice. Those were accidents, and I lost time. And it's not like I was trying to do it. I overdid the corner, and I lost time from it. I didn't do it to
Justin and
gain.
Jimmy crashed, but the gap was too big. They're freaking still ahead of me. That's nice.
Why is it when you go over the curb, car just dies?
Because physics. And I can't freaking make a corner.
I'm at the time.
Pull away
I'm at the. I just ran a 10.2. I'm at the time where my car's the fastest. If I could have just not wrecked myself, I was less than 2 seconds off of Arrow. But you know, NASCAR Yeet physics have to be BS, and they have to be cutting the track. So I'm trying to push it too hard through there and end up wrecking myself. So
I'm still close to Justin and Jimmy, but I would like to actually pass them.
I really do hope that at least Arrow gets disqualified, because like I don't know for sure if Bean was doing it. I'm pretty sure he was, but I know for a fact Arrow was doing it. Like for a
at least
fact.
get a top 5 out of this race.
Oh, anyway, I'm gonna finish this race no matter what.
I just hope that Lime and Brett, will you guys like look at the video after the race to see them cutting
Jimmy
it?
went wide and hit the wall, so that hurts me.
Anyway, what's your channel name, Pem?
Yes, Pemcraft28.
Alright, I'm right up
I
here
went
with
wide.
Jay, and Jimmy just kind of pulling the slide job there on its own.
Yeah, I just gained time.
As long as I can stay here with him, I'm gonna be battling for Justin and Jimmy for 4th unless something happens.
See, I'd love a caution right about now, because I know my car is fast enough to keep pace with them if they don't cut the bus stop. But you know, I'm not going to get a caution because they're retarded and they turned off yellows for this race. I mean, this is the last track where you should turn off yellows. A mile and a half, okay. A road course, no. This is the worst possible track probably on the schedule for them to have turned off cautions.
Oh my gosh, Jimmy.
Prevent the race from being a wreck fest.
Well, it's a wreck fest anyway. It just means that if you get wrecked, you're not going to gain any, or you're not going to have a chance to get any time back. See my point? We have guys like Justin and Brennan and.
Oh, Jimmy, I'm sorry.
And see, it's very easy to make a mistake and accidentally wreck somebody. It's very different between accidentally slamming somebody into the wall and causing a 3-car wreck, and the caution comes out and people are mad you messed them up, versus you wreck them in the final stage accidentally and you ruin their race. It's very, very different between those two things.
And now Justin's pulling away from me and Jimmy because me and Jimmy are battling.
And I get loose. Because I enter the corner like retarded.
Are you serious, game? Are you serious?
Did you spin out coming over the curbs?
No, I practically did. 1, Jimmy cuts the corner and doesn't get a penalty. 2, for no reason, I've been doing that same thing the entire race. I go over the curb and my car practically spins out.
Okay,
now I'm not gonna have a shot. Now I'm not gonna have a shot at a top 5 unless Jimmy wrecks.
I bombed the bus stop and stuck a lot of my car through the grass, so I gave up time through there.
I lose brain cells with every time I play this game. It's so stupid.
So see, even if they're cutting it by accident, I just let myself lose pretty much a second on being an Arrow from cutting it.
I probably just got screwed out of the top 5 unless Jimmy wrecks, which I'm really hoping he does.
So I guess I got too close to Bean, so they had to put a track in here where he could cheat and beat me in it. Don't worry, I'll get everybody back at Bristol though.
Oh no, Brennan, you're not about to pass me.
HS, if you want, I'll sit in a private session with you multiple times this week and teach you how I run Bristol.
Yes.
That was a
please do.
track I absolutely annihilated people in the other preseason.
And of course, now I'm about to lose 6 to Brennan.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can, but I mean, I'm just saying I'm mainly talking to HS because I feel bad for him because the game and the league itself is basically just boning him over and over again, screwing him over.
I mean, I mostly screwed myself at New Hampshire. I'd probably still be in 2nd and 3rd, close to being had that not happened. It was bad enough that I finished 11th.
Oh yeah, and I love how I have over 50 points in penalties, and I'm still close. I'm still 2nd in the standings, and very close to being.
I hope you win the championship.
I'm trying to, because I can give him a big, giant middle finger for all the BS penalties.
I know for a fact I'm not going to.
Like I love the 10-point penalty I got at Kentucky for when Arrow put me in the wall and caused a wreck. He blamed it on me, saying that I was blocking him, and that's why he drove me up the track, is because I wasn't giving him any room. When I mean, remember HS, I gave him the entire bottom lane. I was all the way up against the wall, and he came up and slammed me into the fence. So.
Yeah.
And he won the argument
I'm
even.
actually going to finish behind Jimmy Neutron. Unless he and Justin wreck again, which I really, really hope they do. I hope at least one of them wrecks so I can get a top 5.
Of course I'm up there.
Oh, of course it goes through on exit.
Top 10.
Alright, gotta slow down so I don't gain any time from cutting. Alright, off the gas so I don't gain time. There we go.
Shark just gets tight and
I really hope they get DQ'd.
Like how I'm completely out of the gas and turning all the way and my truck still doesn't turn.
Lion, was it a rule you can put 2 tires in the grass, or is that still illegal?
I think so. I just knew there was like no kind of chicane. That's it.
If they get DQ'd, then I win the race. I'd at least say penalize them the time they gain. They gain about 4/10 every time through there.
So in that case, they're going to be penalized in minutes.
Well, I wouldn't penalize them for every time. The sucky thing is I wrecked myself, so even if they do get penalized, then...
I'm not letting Brennan pass me.
I don't think that should... Like, if they're going to keep cheating lap after lap after lap.
I mean, it's for every lap that I saw, Arrow and Bean. Bean did it like, I think, 2 or 3 times, and Arrow did it all but once. On top of that, they were cutting other corners than just the chicane. They were doing it on entry, center, and exit. They were doing it in the first and final corners.
You just got to deal with it. Find it.
I can help find them.
Oh, no, corner.
And the really sad thing is, I know what's going to happen. They're going to take a small penalty each that's like 5 seconds, but the problem's going to be is I know they've been doing it pretty much the whole run, but because I wrecked myself, I'm not close enough to have video evidence. I mean, you can see I'm going through the bus stop pretty much as fast as possible with barely even, I'm only touching the grass like barely like a quarter to half of my tire, and that I think is fine, right? Like a quarter, half of a tire.
I cut the chicane a couple laps ago. So
just running.
Yeah, so I entered the chicane, like I think it was 9.4 behind Arrow. I leave it 10 seconds behind him. I ran it perfectly through there, and I lost 6/10 to him.
I am seriously about to just retire from every NASCAR Heat 4 league that I'm in and just stick to iRacing and Gran Turismo. This game
and Project Cars. Project Cars is great.
NASCAR game I have ever seen in my entire life. That freaking curb glitch, it hit me again.
I really do hate this game. Like this is every year I enjoy the game less and less.
The second I get Heat 5 I am taking the Heat 4 disc out and burning it in my fire pit.
No, don't burn it. Smash it to pieces.
I'm trying to think
Burning
about which
it,
one I would enjoy more.
Well, see, burning it, you just get to sit and watch it burn. But with smashing it, you get to let out all your anger. All the times you got hit with the curb glitch. All the times you got the wall glitch. All the time people were cutting corners and wall banging. And there were weird setup glitches like more tape equals less straightaway speed. Tire wear equals less straightaway speed. Broken caution flags. You get to take out your anger on the disc. This is the first year that I've actually bought the disc version, so I think I might just destroy mine after this.
This is the exact
It's actually
reason.
the first time I've got the Yoshi.
No, this is the exact reason. Don't get me wrong. I was excited for Heat 4, but at the same time, I didn't hype it up as much as other people were because I knew that soon after we started playing it, we were going to realize that a lot of stuff about it was crap. This is one of those reasons.
NASCAR Heat 2 was truly the best one they have ever made. Truly the best one they've ever made.
I feel like that's debatable, but I mean, you may not be wrong.
Well, I mean, see, with NASCAR Heat 2, they knew it was an arcade mess, and that's what they advertised it as. I mean, that's what I would say about 90% of people did online is they joined the 40-player record lobbies. Now, they're advertising their game as some sort of esports thing. The atmosphere on Heat 2 was just better. We had better DLC, surprisingly a better paint customization menu, or at least one that was more usable for the most part. It wasn't glitchy and crap. We didn't have all these track bugs where you could cut all these corners and crap. Bristol was wall banging, but it was pretty easy to see if somebody was wall banging. You didn't have all the sliders and crap. It was just in-race adjustments. And that was the only game that didn't have more tire wear equals less straightaway speed. Actually, I don't think Heat Evolution had it, but that game didn't have more tire wear equals less straightaway speed.
I'm so glad this race is over.
The sad
This game
thing is,
absolutely terrible.
I was running like 10.2s without cutting it. And on the lap I ran a 10.2, I still lost time in the bus stop. So, I mean, that just goes to show. They were 100% cutting it. I would have to say about 90% of the race. 90% of the race he was cutting the corners.
And oh, I forgot Bean has only won one race until now.
I know Bean and Arrow are going to absolutely be pissed if they get disqualified. I don't know if I would disqualify them, but I'd put them back around where Bob is because I know that they were faster than Bob and them on just speed without cutting the chicane. But I know that they were faster than Bob and those people behind him without cutting the chicane. But the fact that they were doing something that they literally were saying was illegal, and they were stressing it. People were asking them, can we cut the bus stop? I mean, if they were going to cut the bus stop, they should have just told us, we can cut the bus stop.
I'm not really sure what hurts more. The fact that this game screwed me over, or the fact that I finished behind Jimmy Neutron.
And Brennan.
Pam,
Yeah, and Brennan.
Mm-hmm.
where
And
should I look at?
Alright,
not
so
sure
first
which
off,
one
I mean, just
hurts
look at
more.
any point in the race besides qualifying. Beam was probably doing it in qualifying, same for Arrow, but give me a minute. I'll go look on my live stream to see if I can find some of the best Arrow and Bean cutting the
this
racetrack
game-
clips.
This game is absolute shit, dude.
Yeah, see, Bean ran a 109.8. That's a cut and a half.
No, Brennan. You wanna know what happened in the chicane when I wrecked? I was going through this thing I had been going through, and as soon as I tapped that first curve, my car shoots around like a freaking pinball. Shoots me around.
Invite Bob to the party.
Qualifying too. That happened to me in qualifying. Hang on.
Will you please suggest Bob to the party? Hey, Brennan. Hey, Bob. Hey, were you in the ARD party by any chance? I'm gonna just let you know, Arrow and Bean were cutting the track the entire race, through the chicane. They were cutting it in the first and final corner sometimes as well, I think. Yeah, I tried not to. I'm just saying, I hope that, do you think, I doubt that they will give penalties out to people for cutting it. It sucks because I was the fastest car that never cut it. No, at least not intentionally. Swiggity swag. Well, it would have been better if we'd... Yeah, so, first off, most of it's on my live stream. I found a clip already on lap 1 of, I think it was Arrow cutting... Oh, no, not Arrow, Bean cutting straight through the chicane. Let me post it in the chat. No, it was Bean, because it was the car, not you, because you were right in front of me. It was the car next in front of me. You can see it on the scoreboard that it says Bean's in third, and the car in third clearly just goes all 4 tires straight through the chicane. And that's just lap 1. That's just lap 1. It's Pemcraft 28. This was lap 1 that this happened in. I know, if you were... I just would have wished you could have told me that, because when I cut, I specifically lifted or braked, so I wouldn't gain time from that. And then we have... And I don't have a problem with Arrow and Bean cutting if it's allowed, but I was faster than Bean and Arrow everywhere but the chicane. I would always lose 6/10 to there. I would catch them everywhere else. But I would have loved to have known we were allowed to cut it, because I could have probably won the race, or at least had a shot at it. I wrecked myself twice, so I didn't cut the chicane. What? I mean, I'll post one with the scoreboard too, where you can see that it says Bean is in 3rd place. Here's my screenshot. You can see it says I'm in 5th. Oh wait, yeah, Bean is in 2nd, but the car in 1st is the one going straight through it. I'm talking about the car on the right. Yeah, Brett's the one going straight through the center. I'm talking about the guy who's cutting it on the right. Like, putting all 4 tires on the entry. The entry to it is in the grass. So we're allowed to go all 4 tires in the grass on entry. You do, trust me. I tried it in practice. I was 0.3 faster cutting it on entry. I was 0.6 faster cutting it on entry and center. That's how I know you guys were cutting it, because you were always gaining 0.6 of a second on me almost every time through that corner. No, I mean, like, whenever I watched you go through there once, when I was close to you where you didn't cut it, and I was as fast or faster than you through there when you weren't cutting it. There's two. Ignore the Minecraft channel. Ignore the Minecraft channel. What? Dude, did you not see on the there were like 500 tire tracks on the inside of the ground?